Okay, good morning everybody. Should be our final day pouring here. Let me show you what we got. I think you're gonna like it. Letting the machine warm up. Yeah, that should be fine. So we demoed this the other day and we are ready to start coming down the hill with concrete. We're just gonna power buggy it all from right here rather than try and get a mixer up there, rut it all up. We didn't hit any downspout lines or we didn't hurt the conduit for the lights, so we don't want to risk it now. We'll power buggy right up these mats. The edges are up on chairs. Center we'll have to pick up as we go. Matt's getting our Epifoam. We could trim those back if that helps.
Yeah, I just follow up.
I'll get on that in 1 second. Phone is ringing. So here's what we did Wednesday. Now we'll get right into the downhill part of it. Let me see who this is. Talk to you soon. All right, here we go. Tony's mixing up. Look at the steam coming out of that hopper. Sun's coming up. It's gonna be a gorgeous day. Real quick, our wire and our rebar are coming out from underneath the slab. They run all the way up. We don't want this driveway settling down the hill. It's all tied together. Expansion joints, tool cuts, it can still flex. It just won't come apart. Sometimes on those steep hills you see the gaps in between the pads. That's not gonna happen here. I'll show you when we get down there. I dug down about 8 inches at the curb. The bottom of the driveway will rest against the street. It'll have to push that street sideways for this to go down. Here we go. Whew, 10 yards. Got about 35 feet. I was hoping for a little bit more. We are about 16 foot wide up here, 13 down to 12.6. So a little bit wider. Number 2 is not in sight. So I'm hoping to get right down to where Ryan is right now with our next 10. I think we're gonna come up a little bit short. We may need 2 trucks to finish. So, nice big apron down there is gonna eat up a lot of concrete. How's the bull floating, Matt? Yeah, good. On the roll of the hill going up. See the arc all the way up into our old concrete. We want a nice arc. No transition dip from old to new. How is it coming up? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's number 2 at?
Tom Haas doesn't mean anything anymore.
Whew.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a second to talk. Expansion joint coming down here. If we don't do something here, that's going to continue to crack right down the driveway. So we went with an expansion joint to our first intersect cut, and then we wide it off. Now that gives us good protection. This will flex, crack, and then follow it right off of the driveway. We do that quite often and it works really well. Tom's taking care of this little skinny cut. Now he'll take a float and wet stab it down to ensure that the crack goes all the way to the end. Let's try like this. How many times you see the crack come over and then jump out of it 4 inches from the edge? That'll make it go all the way to the edge. All right, I'm getting on here. We'll see you at the bottom. Second, Matt goes out on our knee boards, 6-inch edger on both sides of that, takes care of the intersection. Getting everything finished edged. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. Nice intersection, points. First truck is broomed. Cleaning up the joints. Take us in, I'll switch. Okay, brooming this, getting that. Mixer will be dispatched in about 15 minutes. Okay, there it is, all done. Broomed, jointed. That's what we like right there. Okay, let's talk about down here. Is this the most important part, where it touches the street? Everybody turns around here, takes all the abuse. So we want to make sure we're reinforced up on chairs. Wire mesh, rebar, fiber mesh.
Pin.
There's a pin there.
Watch the pin.
For our grade. All right, Steve just went and picked up another sleeve of Epifoam. We use this quite a bit. Here, this is what I like about this. You can see how pliable this is. Keeps the concrete away from the wall. To me, a little bit. Good, right there, Steve. Now concrete will push that in there and it'll close up all the gaps.
Do you want to cut it now or do you want to let it form in down here a little?
You could leave it a little long. Leave a knife there so we're ready to go. So it conforms to that, so it looks nice and tight, no big gaps. A regular expansion joint, you'd see a big gap there. Weeds would grow up. So now this can move a little bit as it needs to. And there's one other hidden secret about this. This top ½ inch will peel off and you can caulk that edge if you want to. We have never done that, but it's there available if somebody needs to. Hey, up here I just thought of something else I wanted to talk about. So we get a lot of water coming off of this hillside. So the homeowner marked where the springs were coming out into the yard. Is that concrete or not yet? So right here we dug a ditch in our base and I stuck a pipe in underneath the driveway, just in about 1.5 feet. It just goes in there a little bit. I didn't want it underneath the whole driveway, creating a different type of base, and you'd see a hairline crack there. This goes under just to keep the pipe in there, and you can see water will flow down through that aggregate, hit that ditch, and continue right out to daylight. That is the plan. Grab a sip of coffee, Concrete will be here shortly. Steve, what'd you get us?
Our friends over at TrakMat sent us a nice little goodie box.
Oh boy. Is this a check? No. No check. Well, we get hats. There we go. That's ChemMaster. We use our SRT, and I really like that. So a couple t-shirts. Sweet. Here, let me show them on camera. Thank you, ChemMaster. Nice. Okay, there we go. Just to show you how steep this driveway is right here. I'm about 15 feet from those guys, and I'm even with their feet. So Tony kept it a little bit tighter for us, just laying it right there. I stopped him just on that traction mat. Need him to come up a foot or good? You want to roll up a foot? Here, I can put my foot behind it and stop it. Okay. I'd rather not come off of that mat. Doing good, doing good. All right, I'll put you on time lapse. Stay with us. See you at the end. I like it when I come back to the camera and it's still running. We get the whole thing. Even though it's time lapse. There it is. To the street. Talking to Tony about how it went. I don't think this job could have gone better. First driveway of the year. How's that for a view, huh? What a difference 3 days makes, right? Nice big apron here for the homeowners to make this. It's actually a hard 90, a soft 90 maybe. No. 180. That's what I'm searching for. My geometry. Emily will have to edit that out. Okay. I am going to grab a sip of water, start edging. Wade's our last truck here. Everybody's on cleanup and load up. It is Friday, 1 o'clock. We want to be out of here by 2:30. Heading back to the shop. Let's go, let's go. Or do we just go get one more little thing ready? It wouldn't take long. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Home stretch on the apron. Voila. It was that easy. I think we're 130. We're gonna be okay. Ryan's got grass clippings just about in up there. Pull those rocks down once this tightens up. We'll be eating pizza by 2:30, guys. Okay, so notice where we put all of our cuts. Anything runs over this, it'll snap. Remember, we had plenty of rebar underneath there. Nothing's moving, but it'll fracture right in there. Nobody will ever know it. Same thing in this center. We were just getting a little bit too wide here. Right at this hump pivot point area, you need a cut there. Otherwise, you'll see a long crack. Same thing on this corner. Cars are going to roll right over here, snap and snap. You'll never know it. Right up the driveway. Okay, let's get cleaned up. Talk to you soon. So you guys do asphalt now too, huh?
Here and there, apparently.
That looks nice, gentlemen. Taking care of that curb line. We got a bag of sand here. We'll just dust it with some sand so it doesn't stick to the car tires. Just put a coat of SRT on there. You can see up top it's already dry. You can't even tell it's on there.
What's the sand for, Tom?
So it doesn't stick to the tires of the car.
And then mark up the driveway.
And mark up the driveway. Alright, this will be dry in a couple of minutes. Where'd that sand go? Right here. Okay. Those final touches. Let that help out.
One more handful. What do you think, Matt? Got it. Oh, Jim. Look out, PennDOT. There you go for you.
Give me a shovel to lean on.
Yep.
Oh, I got a broom I could lean on that. Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
It's not my water, but we ought to get it off there, right?
Thank you. I love it. There it is, all done. Caution tape cones, touched up. Went around, picked up all of our garbage. All right, that's a wrap for this week. Here's Propel. Behave this weekend, don't get in any trouble. And we will see you back here Monday morning. Don't be late. It's all dirty already. Okay, I'm down to about 2% battery. Whenever I do these videos, I do them as if our future customers are watching these, and I'm trying to convince them why they should hire us. That's why I want to show the rebar positioning. That's why I want to show the wire mesh, the grading, the tamping, the forms, the nice straight broom marks. That's why I want to pinpoint all those key things that I think a future homeowner would want to see. In case you were wondering why I'm talking about what I'm talking, I just wanted to clarify that. And also, 2:30. I called that about 2 hours ago.